Well, the grand final is over and the cricket is a little way off yet, so that can only mean one thing. Sports fans are heading to the mountain, Bathurst, that is, for this weekend's big race. And Matt Sulo is already there.
Rolling into town, the biggest show on the V8 calendar has hit Bathurst. The passion between rival fans and manufacturers as fierce as ever.
My dad says, if you don't go for Holden, I'll kick you out of the house.
Dad, is that true? Is he going to get kicked out?
The divorce papers for the son's been set up, and I don't know what Doc's are going to say about it though.
But fans do agree on one thing.
It's bigger than Christmas. That's saying something.
I say, look, Christmas is coming. It's getting close to Christmas, and this is our Christmas.
And once those fans get up here to Mount Panorama, well, this is pretty much heaven. And as I found out today, some of them would like to stay up here forever.
The day that I pass away, that's where my ashes are going, up there or down here, mate, at the campsite.
Dick Johnson came close to heaven 30 years ago when he crashed his green machine on the mountain. This weekend, that famous car is back with the same livery on Chaz Mostert and Dale Wood's car.
Boy, it brings back a few memories, I can tell you. Being 30 years since the incident with the trees, which was just a minor scrape.
Johnson hoping the new green machine will fare better in Sunday's race. In Bathurst, Matt Sulo, 10 Eyewitness News.
To motorsport, and the build-up to Nissan's return to the super cheap Auto Bathurst 1000 has continued with a squad joined at Mount Panorama by one of its famous cars. The Bluebird was one of the fastest cars in the early 1980s, and some of that heritage will be on display this weekend.
Back in 1984, the Bluebird won the pole at Bathurst, and to mark Nissan's return to this year's great race, Michael Caruso and co-driver Daniel Gaunt will wear retro-inspired race suits. The full 8-man squad was joined by the Bluebird as Nissan prepares for its first race at Mount Panorama since 1992.
You know, when I first signed up with the team, I was always thinking forward, you know, when we get to Bathurst, you know, and I guess the memories and history that Nissan have here is pretty special to be a part of.
The Altima model is the current version of the Bluebird, but James Moffat says it's just not the cars that have evolved in just under 30 years at Bathurst.
So the cars are obviously a lot safer, but also the circuit. And, you know, we come back this year with a number of safety upgrades to the track. So very lucky to be, you know, driving in an era where safety is considered so high. And, you know, hopefully we stay, you know, hopefully everybody stays safe on Sunday.
Nissan took 2 victories with the GTR model in the early 1990s. In its first year back in top-level Australian motorsport, Nissan has scored 18 top 10 race finishes, including the Moffat and Caruso 1-2 finish at Winton in August.
You know, we're going to work really hard. I guess the one thing that we're, you know, been really strong all year, and it showed at Winton, was the car handling. So, you know, we'll be working on that as much as we possibly can.
The big test for the Altimas at Bathurst will come tomorrow when practice gets underway.
I'm really excited to hit the track with the car for the first time. Really can't wait to get across the top of the mountain in it. We know from previous tracks this year that we've been quite strong in high-speed corners, and certainly there's a few of them that are also blind across the top of the mountain. So looking forward to getting stuck into it.
The great race itself will be 161 laps, 1,000 kilometres on Sunday.
The pace at Bathurst is about to go into overdrive with the V8 Roadshow rolling into town. Racing begins tomorrow, but today there was other important business to attend to.
If you can convince your fiancée to do this, then she's a keeper. Die-hard V8 fan Shane Clark wed India Anderson in a not-so-intimate ceremony in Pit Lane. Often used as wedding cars, Mercedes make their comeback to Bathurst this weekend. Lee Holdsworth introduced his to the mountain. You don't need to ask him twice what it would mean to top the podium on Sunday.
It's probably more special to win Bathurst, I would think, than to win a championship.
Will Davison started on pole last year. He was travelling at 300 kilometres an hour when his brakes failed.
Last year I felt a little robbed, so unfortunately Bathurst doesn't owe anyone anything, so you got to go out there and do it for yourself.
It's not just the rich history or the
the gruelling track that makes Bathurst so special. It's the access that die-hard fans have to their heroes, their favourite drivers, people like James Courtney. James, you having fun?
Yeah, no, it's great. It's it's good to be able to come and see everyone before the craziness of the week starts. It's it's hard to believe it's only Wednesday and there's already this many people here, so it's going to be a cracker.
Today's street parade moved at a leisurely pace. Things hot up when the cars hit the track tomorrow. Erin Molan, 9 News.
The Bathurst 1000 is set to roar once again, while Australia's biggest V8 race has seen many colourful characters over the years. One couple has taken their love affair with Mount Panorama to a whole new level.
Shane Clark's love affair with V8 motorsport is permanently tattooed. So when it came to the biggest day of his life, Mount Panorama was the perfect wedding venue. So Shane, are you nervous?
Yes. No.
Today, Shane is marrying his other true love, India. For them, marriage is the pits. This is where they volunteered for nearly the past decade.
It's been a great day. There's a long way to the finish line, but I've got the best co-driver.
The king and queen of the mountain, at least for today. And that's what Bathurst is all about, the perfect synergy between fan, driver and machine, all trying to conquer that famous mountain.
The place is just packed. We're signing autographs in town. It's just a great feeling. I just feel so lucky to be here. And
certainly love driving the track and enjoy the challenge of the event, but one day I'll come back here and sit on the hill and watch cars go around and sink a can a lap.
For now, WinCup's focus is defending his Bathurst title and championship lead. Ryan Phelan at Bathurst, 7 News.
Dick Johnson Racing will compete at Bathurst in colours that their famous owners still having nightmares over. The green livery unveiled today revived memories of one of Mount Panorama's greatest escapes 30 years ago.
Oh, he's hit the fence and he's gone off the track into a tree.
Johnson says the latest crop marvelled that the old Falcon had carpets, back seat and radio.
The cars have changed an awful lot since then and made so much safer, it's not funny, because these were virtually road-going standard cars that we'd sort of hotted up a bit.
Nissan and Mercedes returned to the mountain after 2 decades. They certainly have hotted them up.
Well, haven't they changed? Thanks, Webby.